Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chase Moskowitz, president of the Sports Talk Club, along with Vice President Dan Almash, here to interview some members of the boys varsity basketball team. So let's each have them introduce themselves.
Brian Abir,
Ben Tomaskovic, Stephen Lewis, Tyson Van Pelt.
All right. So I know Brian was with us last year for the interview, I think, right?
Yeah.
So you're kind of familiar, and we got a couple. You got Steven, who's familiar with football. But here's how this interview works. First, we're going to ask personal player questions that you guys will just answer for yourself. And then we'll ask team questions, and then we'll ask fun questions where you guys can just all answer, laugh about it, and that's it.
Okay, alright. Let's start off with Ben. Ben, what are your personal expectations this year, and what are you excited for?
So I was named captain, so I'm excited to be a leader. I'm excited to help the team win in every way I can, do all the dirty work. And I'm excited for our team to be successful, hopefully win a state championship.
That's a great answer. All right, Brian, after scoring 402 points last season, is that correct? All right, which has your total points to 633. What will it take for you to get to the 1,000-point club with only 3 years of varsity basketball?
I've been working all summer. I've been locking in, so all I need is 400 more points. I'm averaging about 20 points this year. Get to that 1,000 mark, and bring my teammates up. Hopefully lead us to the chip.
All right.
All right, this question is for Steven. Steven, you're a tri-varsity player. This question is not just about basketball, but what work will it take behind the scenes to prepare you for each season, and specifically basketball season?
I do a lot of work with my brothers. Just playing sports, every sport. Football leading into basketball, basketball leading into lacrosse leading back into football. They're all right after the next. Help me stay in shape, get me focused, locked in for the basketball season, and we're ready to go.
That's great. How many brothers do you have?
I have 3 older brothers.
That's great. Good for you. All right, Tyson. So I know I've seen you train a lot. You're on club basketball team. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What work do you put in the summer, in the fall, and to be on varsity for 3 years now, right?
Yeah.
So what work do you put in?
So I usually go to the gym pretty much every day. I'll work out with some of my friends who are college players, and just getting in with a lot of experience like that, being able to play for different teams and being around higher level guys, which gets you more experience and gets you ready for these games.
All right, that's great. So let's get to the team questions now, all right?
Okay, we all remember last year's game when you guys had that great win against Ramsey, and that video you guys jumping around Coach Brannick. What will that take for us? What will it take for us to see that type of video again?
Well, we gotta have great communication. We already got the chemistry going. We're gonna build each other up. Influence each other. Bring each other up when we're not feeling good during the games, and hype each other up. And we're gonna beat them again 2 times.
Like Brian said, we've been playing with each other for a while. Basically, all the contributing varsity players have been playing with each other since middle school. So, we got a lot of chemistry, and to get a celebration like that again, I think we're gonna have to win a state chip. Yeah, I think we should blow Ramsey out of the water this year. I think it's not gonna be that much of a close game, but I think we're gonna have that type of celebration after a state chip.
I think to beat Ramsey, we're going to have to do a lot of studying. We're going to have to watch a lot of film for everyone just so we know what we're expecting for different teams, stuff like that. But I think we will have that celebration for when we win a state chip.
I mean, that's a pretty great response. And I want to say, when I saw that video last year, it was just great. You guys snuck up on him, on Coach, and then just mobbed him. It made me smile. He had yeah. All right. Another classic question here that I ask a lot, but what is different about the team after losing last year's seniors, and what roles are you guys taking to be leaders?
Getting used to this. It's gonna take some time to get used to being a leader now, having our leaders around us for 2 years, which we had from our seniors last year. But it's gonna take a lot of time. Just gotta get respect from the guys. We all respect each other, so we just gotta make sure that we can all bring each other up and just be the best teammates that we can for each other.
I think this is a special season. We got 5 seniors
that are all going to contribute minutes. And last year, the year before, we've had a bunch of different grade levels, but I feel like this year we just got the chemistry that we're just gonna click. We're gonna start clicking early.
We lost our starting point guard, starting center, starting power forward from last year, but I think we got a lot of young guys ready to play, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, and like Matt, Mikey, all those guys, and we might be a little undersized, but I think we'll be ready, we'll be scrappy, and we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I feel like the last year's seniors, they really motivated us. Charlie Cerruti in particular, he's really like a mentor to me. He was making sure I was on my A game every time, and I feel like looking up to them. They told us how to lead the way, be seniors, and now we're here leading the juniors, sophomores, and freshmen.
All right. Well, now let's get to Dan. Who asked this question?
Okay. What will it take for you guys to get the distance, and what are your team goals this year?
Like to get the distance for the state championship. It's going to take a lot of, we have to be on time on practice. We have to be there. We all have to be paying attention, just locking in every single second that we can, just that we're always prepared for any opportunity or any outcome for any game. Just that, when it does, when an opportunity does arrive, we can take it and we'll know what to do.
Yeah, I think just focusing and communicating a lot in practice will get us ready, because doing stuff we do in practice will just translate perfectly into what we do during the games, and it will just really get us ready for this season.
Yeah, like everyone else said, we got to lock in at practice, treat it like it's a game. Since we've all four of us here have 3 years of varsity experience, we all know the plays that Coach Brannick runs and the sets very well. So at practice, we can run a lot of scenarios and just get ready for every single scenario, so nothing that comes at us is a surprise.
Yeah, I feel that we need to give max effort. We need to go max speed. Always give 100%. And the main thing is chemistry. We always eat after practice. We all go to Moe's, every single day after practice. So our chemistry is always there. And I feel like that's going to be the main piece to get that state chip.
All right. So let's get to the fun questions now. We don't need to, ask every single person. I know there's 4 of you, so we can just, I'll ask a question and you guys will laugh and, All right, so what is that one song that gets you guys going in practice? I know there's probably one.
I feel like I don't really got a main song, but I listen to a lot of Ice Spice before the games. She just gets me locked in. I get less nervous before the games when I listen to Ice Spice. And then I do my thing on the court.
Yeah, we got that the walkout song before we come out. Here as we're walking out of the locker room, bring them out. It gets us locked in as we're walking out for the game. Gets us ready.
Got some speaker knockers too. What's the song?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Alright, you guys got any
that's it.
Alright, cool.
All right, we ask this question every year. It's always funny. Who's the team clown?
It's got to be Brandon Sklar. That guy's ridiculous.
That's funny because I just want to interrupt you guys because we asked that question for football. I think Steve was here. It was in October or something. And we asked that, and it was Sklar. So we're seeing a common theme here. Yeah, he's a varsity player. That's great. So I can't wait to ask that question again. Anyway, so why is it Sklar?
He's always giving jokes. Anything coach says or anytime teammates say something, he's always just repeating it in a jokingly manner. It just brings a lot of joy to practice and energy.
And yeah, I feel like every time I'm mad, he just always wants to make me laugh.
Yeah, I think another hitting clown on the team could be Coach Ron Cogliota. He comes to practice sometimes when he can. He's a principal in an elementary school in New York. But whenever he comes to practice, he always makes sure that he can ask us some trivia questions. He might distract us a little bit here and there during practice, make us run a little bit, but it's all worth it. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's great. Thank you guys so much for taking your time for this interview, and we wish you all best of luck for this season. And thank you guys again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.